Hello everybody, this is Fronito Baba here, and welcome to race number 20 of the 2018-19 NASCAR Skills Cup Series season. This is the Hershey's 500 at the 8 Bowl Super Speedway. A new track onto the calendar to replace all the rubbish ones that we had before it. And, yep, I cannot believe I have now done 20 of these things now. Well, no, I've done 19. I'm about to do my 20th thing. So, with that being said, let's now get on with the starting grid. Starting on the pole for the race is Martrix Jr. Alongside him in second is the Real Xbox Nerd. Third is Fronito Bobbin. Fourth is Kevin Harvick. Fifth is Denny Hamlin. Sixth is Chase Elliott. Seventh is Kyle Busch. Eighth is Bank Coaches. Ninth is Gridrin. 10th is William Byron, 11th is Brad Keselowski, 12th is Tim Tom, 13th is Kyle Larson, 14th is Daniel Hemrick, 15th is Douglas, 16th is Perserp, 17th is Donald, 18th is Clint Boyer, 19th is Joe Logano, 20th is Duck, 21st is Oliver, 22nd is Ryan Newman, 23rd is Daniel Suarez, 24th is Ryan Blaney, 25th is Alex Bowman, 26th is Eric Gamrola, 27th is Rebecca, 28th is Jimmy Johnson, 29th is Austin Dillon, 30th is Bubba Wallace, 31st is Eric Jones, the second is Nia, 33rd is Kurt Busch, 34th is Paul Menard, 35th is Danger 6, 36th is Mr. Light's brother, 37th is Derper, 38th is Mr. Lighty, 39th is Mommy, 40th is Lenny Castle, 41st is Reed Sorensen, and 42nd and last is Can't Drive. So this is gonna be a very serious race, and also this is a new pace car that I'm actually seeing here. So the Challenger, and yeah, of course I can see I've added some a few new paint schemes here as well. So we have Martrix Jr. doing a Sirius XM paint scheme, which looks pretty cool. It may look awfully similar to Eric Jones' Sirius XM paint scheme, but I promise you, they are not the same. But they're just similar. And of course, this is a figure 8 speedway. However, don't worry, this isn't one of those demolition derby tracks where, where the two meet up in the middle and they crash each other. Don't you worry. The shape of the track is a figure 8, but the track does not intersect with itself, which means these guys can't just crash each other in like a cross or something. They're just well, it's just the basic racetrack. It's kind of like Suzuka. Like, the Suzuka circuit is like a figure 8 track, but has a bridge going over the part of the track. That's basically what this track is, except a lot simpler. Whereas instead of a bunch of twists and turns, it's literally just an 8. Anyway, also one thing I forgot to realize that I actually forgot to add up the points from the last race. Once again, I made that mistake. So, yeah, so I'm going to be going to this race a little bit blind and not really knowing who is winning the point standings. But it looks like the pace car is off, and we are underway for the Hershey's 500 at 8 Bowl Super Speedway. Various drivers doing their thing. Martrix Jr. just getting ahead of Fronito Bobbin. The field might be just a little bit slow in terms of speed here. There goes Fronito Bobbin onto the right side of Martrix Jr. I should say right side, so they're not inside and outside, because, of course, this track is a figure 8, which means we're going to be making left and right turns. So Fronito Bobbin onto the right side of Martrix Jr., and now Fronito Bobbin takes the lead at 8 Bowl Super Speedway. Although maybe there's a little bit of a point of interest, is that since this track goes backwards and forwards as it turns, there might be an interesting amount of lead changes, and this track might play like a play track, quite like Daytona and Talladega and Orlando, except this place, since we're going from one way to the other, it's really gonna shake up how the field plays out, at least for second. As for Fronito Bobbin, he currently has the lead, but look at that. So now Martrix Jr. is gonna make his way, almost gonna make his way to the inside of, nope. There he goes. He's trying to push Kevin Harvick to the left lane. It's a bit difficult though. Okay, maybe not so difficult. As Straight's now gone around Kevin Harvick. Although if one of the guys gets up to Fronito Bobbin, that's gonna make an interesting race for the lead. But of course, we're going to see who is actually going to be able to catch up to Fronito Bobbin for the lead, because as you know, Fronito Bobbin has been in the class of the field all season long. Although the Real Xbox Nerd, however, in a dominant fashion, won the last race at Dover. Let's see if see if the Village Boxer can keep up his dominance from Dover. Coming here to 8 Ball. Also, Martrix Jr. might try something on Floyd to Bob, but here. Is he? Nope, not gonna have enough time. Here's William Byron up here, though. I have to say, William Byron, he's put up some really impressive stats lately, so we're gonna have to see if William Byron can keep up his impressive run. So Floyd to Bob is still with the lead. Martrix Jr. might try something on him for the lead eventually. Not quite, but William Byron, however, he's gonna go around the Village Buckner. Oh, no, he's gonna try to, but he's gonna second behind the Village Buckner going into this turn here. It's our first official race here at the 8 Ball Super Speedway, so I don't have the turns nailed down, but Oh, let's leave the Village Buckner might try something on Martrix Jr. unless William Byron gets try something on him. Also, he will, so William Byron now going to be able to push the Village Buckner to the high lane. That's going to allow Chase Elliott to get blocked by Village Buckner as well. Henry Motorsports team is working together. Something we haven't seen in a little while. So, throwing the Bob at the moment. Oh! I was about to say. And there goes William Byron now underneath Martrix Jr. Look at that. William Byron, the rookie, mastering the 8 Ball Super Speedway. You know, one thing I didn't quite realize about the 8 Ball Super Speedway, that it seems to play out like a plate race as in Daytona and Talladega. Yeah, but of course, although it seems that on these on these 2019 bodies, stock car bodies, there seems to be no plate specific package, so we're using the default one for today. I am recording this of all days, April 1st of 2019, which is before the Talladega race in real life NASCAR. All this video will be going up after the real life NASCAR race at Talladega, so if NASCAR in real life runs a different package to the default one at the Talladega race, then well, just letting you know, I'm recording this race before that race. Although, of course, if the plate package at Talladega is exactly the same as the default one that we're having here, then I guess we won't have to worry about anything. Yeah, I'm saying that because maybe the guys at Splash and Go Graphics who created this mod for 2003 might update that with adding the Super Speedway bodies. Anyway, Denny Hamlin's up here now, up to second. Denny Hamlin debuting another new paint scheme. This one's a bit more of a simple design, but looks pretty cool nonetheless. And Denny Hamlin, guess he's a bit happy to have more than one paint scheme. Oh, but there goes the Village Buckner underneath him to the inside lane. Not inside lane. I'm gonna keep saying that a lot. I guess the low lane would be appropriate here. So this is the Village Buckner has been able to climb his way back up here. Oh, it seems that Chase has fallen off by quite a bit, so we're probably not gonna worry about him too much for now. Kevin Harvick, though, showing some speed here at 8 Ball Super Speedway. He might try to get up on these guys. Also, I sense some lap traffic showing up in the near future. So far, the Village Buckner has led every single lap. This is nothing new, by the way. Here's Can't Drive. This is gonna be interesting. How he's gonna slope the field here at 8 Ball. He might, Can't Drive. Is he gonna play it smart? Nope, he's gonna play it stupid. He's gonna block the outside lane, the high lane. Wow, that is not good for those on the high lane. I have to really hope they can get some speed now after being held up by Can't Drive for a considerable amount of time. So as a result, the top 4 guys and others have now separated themselves from the rest of the pack. For above your leader, but Kevin Harvick is there second with Denny Hamlin third and William Byron in fourth. Man, how cool would it be to see William Byron win here at the 8 Ball? I mean, this is the first official NASCAR sanctioned race here at 8 Ball for the first time in a number of years. And the first time that 8 Ball has been a part of the championship round. So, how cool would it be for William Byron to win the first ever, or the inaugural championship championship round race here at the April Super Speedway. Especially because in fact William Byron's a rookie, therefore this is his first time ever racing here at this track. Oh, Denny Hamlin though going to need Kevin Harvick for second. And he's just going to go by Kevin Harvick on the inside, or the whole, yeah, I'm going to keep saying that a lot. So Hamlin up to second. Frank DeBobbin though is unstoppable. How about crazy would it be if Frank DeBobbin were to lead every single lap in the race? It'd be Frank DeBobbin's 8th win of the season. So Frank DeBobbin has definitely made himself into a championship favorite for this season. All things may or may not get really interesting when we eventually get to the playoffs. Which is, now that we're at race 20, isn't super far away from now. Somebody has to get to Frank DeBobbin eventually, though. Or maybe... Okay, not necessarily has to, but... I mean, some say that someone should at some point. William Byron. Oh, William Byron is going to try to stick his nose underneath Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin. It looks like it's a bit of a tough challenge for William Byron to do it, though. The field now single file. As they snap out, look at this! 3 wide for second! Wow! That was a crazy move. William Byron not going to take second away from these guys. That was impressive. We wonder how they do that how did they do that without wrecking? So William Byron up to second place. That is impressive and cool. So, although Byron is second, but how long can he keep this up for? Or could William Byron go for the lead on Frank DeBobbin? I don't know, because this is a rookie versus a high-class veteran. Oh, he's going to get pestered by Harvick, though, this time by. So Harvick now to Byron's inside. And Byron's going to go on the high line again. Here comes Martin Truex Jr., a guy we haven't seen since the beginning of the race. He might try to get past these guys and maybe take on Frank DeBobbin. Hamlin now going underneath Harvick going into turn number... I don't know. I guess turn number 3. So Harvick now going to get shoved to the outside. But now Truex coming up on his GGR teammate. There he goes. Martin Truex Jr. going to go to the inside of Denny Hamlin. So now Truex now just befriending his own teammate. Here comes another one of Truex teammates. Kyle Busch is about to do something in this race. But now Truex, he might be just the next guy to take on Frank DeBobbin for the lead in the race. He's trying. Because what Truex gonna have to do is that he's gonna have to go really low on Frank DeBobbin going to the corner, and then shove Frank DeBobbin to the outside lane. But William Byron looks like he's not going to allow Truex to have much of a stay in this race. He's going to shove him to the outside. So William Byron once again gonna try to have a run at Floyd Bobbin. But there's Kyle Busch right behind him. Busch proved to be a powerful force at Dover. And as Busch did lead a number of laps at Dover. But didn't win the race. But Kyle Busch might try to make up for that at this race. The Busch, he's right behind Byron, but realistically, somebody needs to eventually take him from the ball. And there goes, oh, Truex, he tried to go inside on his own team. Oh, he's still going to give it a shot. Oh, here's Gridrin. What are they doing now? They just slowed up. Oh, can't drive is here. That's why. Oh, now the field stuck behind can't drive. Embarrassingly. And now they're going to get around can't drive. Okay, well, at least the bottom lane's going to get around can't drive. So can't drive strikes again. Who also an honorable mention you gotta give to Daniel Suarez. I was gonna talk about him. Oh, looks like Truex not gonna get underneath Byron now and Elliott. But yeah, look at Daniel Suarez up tier to 6. That's impressive. Pritchard's made his way up here as well. We also saw Gridgen up here for a bit, but I guess he must have fell back. So Byron now getting up to the outside lane. Now that's going to allow Pritchard and Suarez to get underneath him. It seems that this track opens up the most possibilities, as in possibilities for small guys to get underneath the big guys. Oh, there goes Dan Suarez not going to get shoved to the outside lane by his ex-teammate Kyle Busch. So Truex still behind Floyd Bobbin, but at least now Truex has a chance to get another run on Floyd Bobbin. Oh, never mind. Giselle's gonna go to his inside. Well, we've seen a bunch of changes for second place, but not a single change for the lead. Floyd Bobbin has just destroyed all the competition here. So Pritchard now gonna get a run on Floyd Bobbin's tail. Yeah, Pritchard. We've barely speaking about Pritchard this season. Although, based on the point standings, he might be. I mean, he could go. I mean, he could be in contention for the playoffs, but he's gonna have to be a bit better. Although Pritchard hasn't won a single race this season. That could change today, though. But only, of course, if he can get it around Floyd Bobbin, who is still not giving up on these guys. Byron, though, going to get underneath Pritchard. And there's Busch and Truex. Tim Tom's back up here, too. So now I have a couple of Solus Motorsports guys up here. I heard lap traffic. We could be seeing some of that real soon. Here's Reece Thornton in a few of the lap cars. Whoa, this dude's the lead pack. Only time will tell. There's Reece Thornton. Okay, he's gonna really go to Reece Thornton inside. William Byron not so lucky though. Return's gonna block the outside lane. Oh, Florida Bomber going high. Oh, but Truex going low. Wow. Truex probably could have passed Florida Bomber there if he had not got stuck up. Oh. Nope, now both lap cars are blocking both lanes. Okay. Alright, well, Truex, he had a shot to pass Florida Bomber, but now he just screwed himself. Yes, Truex had a shot and he blew it. So Florida Bomber keeps the lead. Gridgen now running up here. Behind his teammate Percy Serp. Passy Sep. As Peter Percy Serp is going to guarantee Kyle Busch. And take second away from him. It's been a pretty tame race so far. No cautions, no big accidents. Just racing for second. I mean, there have been a bunch of passes to the field in this race, but so far, no passes for the lead. I guess I just show how good Florida Bobbin is here. Well, not here, but in general. Pracer, we might get overtaken by his own teammate. Nope. Cowboy's gonna overtake Gridgen. Okay. I might hear some more lap traffic. And now Busch going to first Serp. 6 second. Oh! Ooh, okay, that was close. Yep, Cowboys now side by side with Prairie Serp, coming off of the corner. And now we got ahead of Prairie Serp, and Truex gonna clear Prairie Serp as well. So they have 2 JGR guys and 2 Solo Motorsports guys up here trying to take on Fronto Bobbin. Yeah, so now it's JGR and Solus Motorsports versus Tobaba Motorsports. And here's Can't Drive again. Well, oh, looks like Florida Bob, I'm gonna want to go. I said he was gonna quickly get around Can't Drive on the outside, maybe not. Oh, yeah, that could also be also go on the outside of these guys. Also, Gridgen tried to do it, but couldn't do it in time. But it's gonna. Well, I will gonna bunch up the field. Okay, well, bunch the field on the inside lane anyway. Outside lane though. Yeah, now it's screwed. So first of all, your leader, and here is the rookie Rebecca. She's now been able to make it through the pack and maybe challenge for the lead, or challenge for something, I guess. So Gridgen's gonna get up to the outside lane. That's and that. Oh, Gridgen's gonna tuck in behind. Still teammate Rebecca. Yeah, so now you have 2 Source Motorsport drivers once again right next to each other. So of course this time you have Gridgen, who's been racing forever, and you have Rebecca, who's only started racing last year. So Denny Hamlin going to Kyle Busch now for second. Also, a lot of these guys get underneath Kyle Busch as well. So Rebecca, despite running in both the NASCAR Cup Series and the NASCAR Teams National Series, she still hasn't won a single thing in her whole career. I mean, she almost won the race in New Hampshire, but of course Florida Bobbin was there, and Florida Bobbin was able to simply pass Rebecca and take the win. And Rebecca might have a second chance here, provided she can get past Florida Bobbin, but based on how a bunch of guys have been able to try to pass Florida Bobbin but couldn't, then we'll see the likelihood of that. As Rebecca's not going to get passed up by Kevin Harvick. Now, conveniently, we have 2 number 4 cars. You have Gridgen and Kevin Harvick. But the paint scheme, though, should keep you from getting confused. And we have Gridgen, who's driving a bright blue car, and then you have Kevin Harvick, who's driving a more of a darker blue car. Okay, so Hamilton's now going to squeeze in between Harvick and Gridgen. And now he's going to get past Harvick into the very next turn. So, well, there's been, like I said, there's been so much passing for second, but seems that nobody can catch up to Florian Bobbin for the lead. Man, Florian Bobbin has been an utter, complete powerhouse. Rebecca, though, she might challenge these guys. Rebecca. I think she's one of 3 female drivers in the race. Yeah, there's Rebecca, then there's Rebecca's teammate Nia, and then there's Mommy, and I think that's about it. So Rebecca, only one of 3 female drivers in this race, so she is gonna try to keep up with all the other guys, but it's gonna be, well, it looks to be a challenge, especially trying to get just Florian Bobbin. I mean, Rebecca, she doesn't really have that much of a challenge back in the Siemens National Series. Although Rebecca's new to the track, and she, of course, couldn't go to practice for it because there was no NASCAR Siemens National Series race here this year. But she's trying, though. She can pass Denny Hamlin. She can get some satisfaction right second. There she goes to the inside of Hamlin for second. Now the Rebecca fans are cheering for Rebecca, wanting her to take down Florian Bobbin, but yeah, from a racing analyst perspective, I don't see her doing that. There's her teammate. Oh, but she's gonna shut the door on her own teammate. So Rebecca, she's showing impressive speed here. Oh, what's this? Wow, here we go again. 3 wide for second. Slow Denny Hamlin could pass both these guys to get back up to second. I mean, imagine this is all for the lead. Anyway, may consider bringing the NASCAR Siemens National Series here next year. So Harvick up the third, though. Oh, Kevin, he tried to get it past Denny Hamlin, but I had to suck him behind him just to be safe. So what's he going to do now? Looks like now Harvick's took underneath Hamlin. Grigio, though, weirdly enough, is going to go on the outside lane and get... that's only going to allow Kyle Busch to pass him. Harvick, though, might be side by side with... well, not quite side by side, because now Harvick's just passing him slowly but surely through the corner. Oh, now we have 3 wide for third. Sort of. Grigio now going to try to squeeze way underneath the Jake Jarrett guys. Going to try to get underneath Kyle Busch, and now trying to get past Denny Hamlin. Ah, they're neck and neck though. Hey, Gurge man have the run here, which is going to allow Danny Hamlin to get to the inside of him. And can't drive that once again. That's a lot for him. We can't remember to get by. Also, made notice Rebecca going to pit road. So we might see pit road action here shortly. Oh, Harvick on pit road, and so is Kyle Busch. Now for the Bobbin. Now in the lead. He's like, yeah, he's probably going to pit next time by. We'll have to see though who's in the lead by the time the pit cycles, or by the time pit stops ultimately cycle through. Fernando Bob now trying to lap a slow going Kyle Larson, although he's gonna have to try not to get into Kyle Larson. Well, you know, that wasn't that bad for Fernando Bobbin. He's gonna speed, well, not really speed on the pit road. Yeah, it's interesting how the pit lane is so long and the pit road speed doesn't even start until that white line there. So Fernando Bobbin was able to go quite fast until he got to that white line. So of course the white line is ultimately where the speed limit starts on pit road, but before that you still go as fast as you want. So Fernando Bobbin in his pit stall, still in the lead, but will he still be in the lead when he's back onto the racetrack? That is the question. Pit crew, like they always do, doing a good job servicing Fernando Bobbin. As Fernando Bobbin is lucky enough to have some of the best pit crew in the world. Most of the time. So Fernando Bobbin exits pit road. Is somebody gonna come up? Is somebody gonna catch up to him though, or is he just now come up with the lead? Where's Kyle Busch? He came up pit road. Here comes Kevin Harvick going quite fast. So it'll be his only chance to get out to Fernando Bobbin. He might be able to pass. Nope, he's not gonna be able to pass Busch here, and for the most part, not like he's gonna get a run on Fernando Bobbin. In fact, Kevin Harvick's gonna lose out on now. On Kyle Busch and Rebecca. Oh, never mind. Well, for the moment, now he's so far out, he's gonna lose a bit of momentum on these guys. Cause these guys are gonna get into the draft and they're gonna wreck shit, and then they're gonna have to front the Bobbin. But of course, if they can't get past front the Bobbin, then well, it's all wasted. Well, for the most part, it's bunched up back together. Here's Skittles now back up here. Long brace up, and here comes bank coaches too. So these guys are in the pack. They're going to be able to utilize the draft to catch up to Fernando Bobbin. As Fernando Bobbin is a significant bit slower than these guys. Of course, so the question is, can they catch up to Fernando Bobbin? And if so, how far will Fernando Bobbin fall back in this field here? Oh, here comes another lap car though. Fernando Bobbin was able to just speed past Mr. Lady. Oh, looks like Bridge is going to go to the inside lane and get himself held up by Mr. Lady, and so is Kyle Larson and others. So those smart guys are going to go on the outside, the high line, and get past these guys. Gonna hurry though with quite a bit of a run. Not really gonna help him out too much though. So now Bangkok is still going to have to get up to Kevin Harvick and use him as a drafting partner. Let's go to do that, and there's Sicily now going to need bank coaches. It's possible. The only hope they could have gone from each other. It's like, no thank you. Oh, what's this? Oh, throwing to bopping. He led for a pretty much slow race. Looks like he's gonna make it through somewhat clean, but okay, almost at the wall. But due to some confusion and delay, we have now had our first caution at the 8 Ball Super Speedway. This will change everything for the most part. Well, there we go. We're under caution for the first time at the 8 Ball Super Speedway. Didn't think we would see a caution today, but it has happened. You saw it briefly on camera, though. But, I mean, we will give you a clear image of what actually happened back there. But we have some bent-up race cars now. So, anyway, well, not much here, so let's just go back and see what happened to cause that caution. That was quite alarming. So this is that between Bubba Wallace. Well, let's take a look just to be sure. Yeah, so it wasn't even between Bubba Wallace and Freund Obama. So what happened to... What actually happened though? So Bubba Wallace... Oh, what? Okay, where's this Bubba Wallace? He's doing his thing. There comes Freund Obama to his outside. Wow, so Bubba Wallace just cut Freund Obama off, and as a result they crashed, and quite a bit of the field came in smashing into them. Wow. So let's just see that again for a bit. So this are the guys on the outside. So it looks like Banco, just Cowbush, Rebecca, Mr. Lighty, Pracer, Eric Jones, and Derper. Those guys are going to have the lucky escape, or are going to get by on the outside lane and thankfully not get involved at all. As for the guys on the inside, though, it's a disaster. Saw Gridgen flipping over, so let's just take a look at the crash from Gridgen's perspective. Let's get an alternative camera angle as well. Wow, so he gets rear-ended by Kyle Larson. That sends Gridgen going upside down. Wow. Wow, Freund was not Freund but Gridgen was having a pretty impressive run today, but it looks like his impressive run is going to end here in this accident, which is quite unfortunate. Let's go here to Chase Cam. Yeah, so Gridgen is doing his thing, then the crash happens in front of him, then they collect Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin as well. So those guys are going to get involved in the accident, but here comes Gridgen. He's going to, it looks like he might hit the back end of Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin as well. So actually, no, he's going to hit the back end of both of those guys. But then he's going to get hit in the rear by Kyle Larson. So that's going to send Kevin Harvick, not Kevin Harvick, Gridgen going into Chase Elliott. And then Kyle Larson's going to crash into Gridgen some more. And then Gridgen's going to wind up going upside down. And then he's into Kevin Harvick as well. Wow. So so Gridgen, he was actually going to be a pretty interesting run today, but looks like it's going to come to an end here. As for Larson, so looks like despite some of the guys having some damage, they're going to be able to continue on, but they will ultimately have to come out of pit road for repairs. And as for it's like Bubba Walton get the end of that. Let's see what else happened after that, because somehow he now got thrown to the outside wall. Oh, what's this? Like he's going so slow, it gets ridden by somebody else. This is by the name of, oh, the Real Xbox Nerd. Wow, Real Xbox Nerd. Well, so much for his dominant performance at Dover. It looks like he's not going to be able to repeat that today. Oh, not just that, but there's also a bit of a domino effect. So we go into slow motion. So the Real Xbox Nerd, if you go into Chase Camera, he's going to hit straight in the rear end of Bubba Wallace, and then he's going to get rear-ended by Clint Boyer. So I'm not sure if that's going to end the Real Xbox Nerd's race or not. And maybe it will. I don't know, he's still able to drive, but he's got quite a bit of damage. And Clint Boyer looks like he doesn't have that much damage, but he's still going to have to go into pit road either way. So a pretty nasty accident just happened. So this is going to change everything, though. We're going to have to see how the field stacks up when we eventually get to the restart. And we're also going to see who pits, who starts where on the thingy, you know, and all that jazz. So, Freund involvement, he led every single lap of the race, but I guess when you lead so many laps, well, you're not always going to get a good finish. So, okay, so some people might come out of pit road, some people might not. So, looks like bank coaches in the lead pack for the most part are going to stay out. All the damage cars now coming on the pit road, of course they are. Yeah, so all the damage cars are going to be coming on the pit road. Although as for the cars that did survive the crash are going to be staying out. So I have to follow these guys on the pit road, and actually we can go to pit road camera 1. And we'll see how the other cars get repaired. So as a result, all these guys that were running up front are now having to come on the pit road and make repairs to their cars. Such a bad thing when it's the leaders that get the most damage. Well, I guess we'll have to see what happens from here on out. We'll see if one's going to make a comeback. Oh, looks like the Xbox Nerd is officially out. Looks like they were to fix up Kevin Harvick's car. And Denny Hamlin is off as well, and so is Clint Boyer. And Chase Elliott. And Floyd Bobbin. And Bubba Wallace. So it looks like that the Xbox Nerd was the only one who fell out of the race. As for the rest of these guys, though, they're still going to be able to continue despite being quite far back. Let's take a look at Floyd Bobbin's car. Yeah, so now with some damage. But it's not the end of the world. So now Bank Coach is now being scored leader. But now that Floyd Bobbin, though, is now going to be back in the field, we could see a million changes for position, but not necessarily for second, now for the lead. Which means this could now be anyone's race. Only time will tell, though. We're going to speed up time and take a look at when the... Let's go in the pace car. Actually, we'll speed up. We'll go up to here at this point. Lights are now out on the pace car, which means we will be going green next time by. Now, this is the bit of the restart where everyone lines up and gets ready to go. So, Bank Coach is with the lead, but we're going to see who that's going to be where in the restart. It looks like the guys down here are going to be coming up here. So, Derper looks like he's going to be the first of the guys who are a lap down. And so the field restart like this. Yeah, so Can't Drive and all the other guys, so including Bubba Wallace as well. As for the rest of the field, they're going to be restarting in order, though. So Floyd Bobbin now all the way back down to 31st, but I mean, you guys got anything to worry about, honestly, though. Like, I mean, yeah, Floyd Bobbin, yeah, his race is now going bad, but to be honest, I don't really think we have to worry about it. Although, now we do have to worry about who is going to ultimately win the race. This is going to be interesting. Because you're going to fast forward a bit more to the bit where the pace car goes on the pit road. There we go. So, a total of 7 cars will be lining up on the inside lane. And a green flag, we're underway once again at the April Super Speedway. Didn't think the start finish line was there that soon, but here we go. Underway once again here at the April Super Speedway. So, Bank Coach is now with the lead. Bank Coach hasn't won a race since Bristol, quite a bit earlier this season. So, Bank Coach is now trying to tie his teammate in terms of wins this season. Because the Xbox Nerd, of course, got his second win of the season at Dover. How easy would it be if the Xbox Nerd's teammate was to get his second win in the following race? May not happen, may or may not happen today, though. As Kyle Busch now going to go to the inside of Bank Coach. Another driver trying to get that second win of the season. And conveniently enough, Kyle Busch, he got his first win of the season at the Seekonk 150 driving this same paint scheme. How easy would it be if Kyle Busch were to get his second win of the year in this same paint scheme? You also have Rebecca running up here too. Man, how magical would it be to see Rebecca get her first win? Not only would it be her first win here at April, but it would be her first career NASCAR win. She's gonna have to work hard for it, though. Especially considering especially considering the fact, though, that despite the fact that we're late in the race. Well, I say no, we're not super late in the race. We still have quite a bit to go, actually. So, any one of these guys could win it. Man. So this race was considerably boring for the lead, because of Floyd Bobbin, but now that Floyd Bobbin is all the way back in the pack, now the fans are on their feet. Everyone's wondering who's gonna cross their finish line first when we get to the end. I don't know, but we still have quite a bit of laps to find out. This is now literally anybody's race, or at least anybody that's up here. I don't know. Somebody could squeeze in at some point, but only time will tell. So Kyle Busch, now your leader. Somebody might eventually try to pass him, though. Here's Rebecca, though. Rebecca, she's showing quite an interesting performance here at 8 Ball Super Speedway. So Rebecca now having her best career run. Last time though that she even had a shot to win was at New Hampshire. Maybe she can now have a shot here. Alex Bowman gonna get yourself to the outside lane. Here comes Bank Coaches. Here's Donald as well. I gotta remember that it was Douglas that got their win. So Donald now trying to get a win for himself to match the Scottish twin. There goes Bank Coach now to Rebecca, so he's gonna shove Rebecca to the outside lane. And now Bank Coach is setting his sights on Kyle Busch. Here's Ryan Newman up here as well. Ryan Newman having a really good run now all of a sudden. Imagine if Ryan Newman could win for the first time in forever. First time since the Phoenix Spring Race of 2017. Bank Coach is right there though. Might be the next driver to actually pass up Kyle Busch. But there goes Ryan Newman now with the power move to the inside of Bank Coaches. Look at that, Ryan Newman suddenly become dominant. Donald gonna go to the inside of Bank Coaches as well. Although Kyle Busch, he might now be the new point of Bobbin of this race. Unless one of these other guys can jump to him. There goes Rebecca now going underneath Donald for third. So Rebecca not giving up for that win. Rebecca, she's quite new to the island of Solwis and of course to this racing thing. But this is her 20th race in the NASCAR Skittles Cup Series season, although I'm not sure how many races in general, because of course Rebecca has ran a number of Siemens National Series races, but here's now her teammate Tim Tom now up here. Tim Tom hasn't won a race all season. Sure you would like to change that. There he goes into the inside of Ryan Newman. Less than 10 laps to go now. Oh no, unless one of these guys can get around Kyle Busch, then this is his race now. Imagine that though. Kyle Busch gets his first 2 wins of the season in the same paint scheme. There goes Bank Coach now underneath Tim Tom. No, Bank Coach might be the next person to challenge. Okay, that was weird how they just went to the apron. Do we have a caution? Nope, no caution. So I don't know what the heck they were doing. Well, as a result, now Alex Bowman is up here. Alex Bowman, of course, in his first season at Hendrick Motorsports. He still has yet to bring number 88 back to victory lane. So Kyle Busch your leader, but Tim Tom might be able to challenge him. He's right there on Kyle Busch's bumper. He might just be able to pass him right here. Nope. Going to play it safe for now. Maybe Tim Tom's waiting for a good moment to then pass Kyle Busch. And that might be Tim Tom's ultimate way to win the race. Well, it seems that now Tim Tom and Alex Bowman are now just tucking behind Kyle Busch for now. Kind of like a mini freight train. I guess you could call this a passenger train. A short passenger train. Speaking of trains, Tim Tom is a locomotive. The only one of these 3 cars up here in 1, 2, 3. And Tim Tom now trying to well, I say trying to overtake Kyle Busch. Maybe maybe he's laying back on Kyle Busch and he's gonna ultimately wait until Kyle Busch, or no, he can ultimately wait until near the end of the race and then overtake Kyle Busch. So Tim Tom might be trying to play a strategy here. Here's Can't Drive. He's been an enemy in this race. Oh, yep, they slowed it right quite a bit back there. So until they get around, can't drive. Considerable amount of time. Oh, there they go. So there goes Tim Tom. He's going to get forced to the outside lane. That's going to result in Alex Bowman now getting around him for second. So Alex Bowman now up to second, but Donald was there as well. Rebecca, she's made her way back up to these guys as well. Now there goes Donald underneath Alex Bowman for second. He's put Eric Jones with him as well. He's barely spoken about Eric Jones this whole season. How interesting would it be if Eric Jones were to get his first career win in this race? Although, of course, Eric Jones' teammate just happens to be Kyle Busch. Oh, there's a slow Chase Elliott. Oh! Kyle Busch potentially is going to screw himself here. But so will the guys on the inside. Donald. He's the fastest of these guys. He's trying to make his way around these guys. Look at that. What is this now? But Donald looks like he's going to make his way around these guys. That was weird, though. Look at that. Oh, and Eric Jones gets into bank coaches. And that's going to result into another caution in this race. Wow. Bank coach was having a really good run, but... Oh, and more crashes have occurred, and... Oh man, it's a much bigger pileup now as a result of that crash. Wow. More banged up race cars and other broken stuff. Oh dear, it's a disaster now here at 8 Bull Super Speedway. It's been our second caution. Now Bangkok's having to go back into pit road. Very unfortunate. As Bangkok's having a very good day, but his good day might be over. So that was ultimately all the caution. So what happened here though? So Eric Jones, he was just there. And if we go to TV camera 2, you can kind of see it. Yeah, so Eric Jones comes up on Bangkok's and they just slam into the outside wall, causing them both to spin, and Tim Tom to get hit as well. Although Eric Jones getting the worst of it, and not the entire worst of it, because Eric Jones was at least able to keep himself going forwards, but Bangkok's however wound up going backwards, which has now pretty much ruined his race. And that wasn't the end of it. If we eventually take a look up here, here comes Derper and the rest of the field. A big pack of cars about to come into Bangkok's. Bangkok's is now right in the middle of the lane with absolutely nowhere to go. And you have a big pack of cars now about to come in. So here is Derper. Looks like Derper, he's going to make it by safely. Oh, here comes Douglas and the rest of the pack. How many guys are going to hit Bangkok's? Looks like also the first one's going to be Dangerous Hicks. Yeah, so Dangerous 6, wow, okay, that was dangerous indeed. Dangerous and Dangerous 6, and William Brown's gonna get involved as well, and yeah, and oh man, Mr. Light's brother hits them hard. That's gonna result in them flip over, almost flip over anyway. Wow, so, William Byron, he was having a really good run in this race, and that's officially gonna be the end of it. Some drivers with the lucky escape, others not so lucky. Oh, Jimmy Johnson got involved as well. Ford Development's starting to make a comeback though, but oh dear. And only with a few laps to go as well. So as a result of this, Cowboys going to take back the lead somehow. Man, that is a disaster. That very wonky looking field. So Byron gets trying to back to the pit road. Not ultimately called a tow truck though. And, we still have 3 laps to go in the race. No, it's 4 laps to go in the race. We might be able to have 1 more green flag lap, maybe 2 more green flag laps. William Byron will have to try to find his way to pit road. Oh dear, William Byron. Not having a good day at the moment. He was having such a good day too, and then he just now just gets all ruined. Well, yeah. So all these guys, these are the ones that made it through the crash. Thankfully, despite it not being a huge number. Daniel Suarez, he got involved. That one was quite unfortunate. Suarez having a good run this race, but now his good run has gone to not good run. It looks like Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin are ultimately stuck here on pit road, and William Byron is just there on the racetrack, and but Walsh as well. So I don't know what's up with William Byron. He's gonna have to eventually find his way around here, cause yeah, he's just zigzagging now, which is really not a good idea. As the field now, the entire field passes him again. The lights still in the pace car? Yeah, they. Oh no, they're out. No, they're still on. It's like Kevin Harvick now ultimately dropped out of the race, so William Byron right now, we're waiting on him to stop doing whatever he's doing. Holy moly. Oh, there he goes. Nice sorted himself out. I believe the lights are out. Yeah, the lights are out now on the pace car, which means we'll be going green next time by. They're going to have single file stuff, or... There's a big gap between 11 and 12. I guess they're waiting for somebody to pull up here, but nobody can really pull up here. So I guess William Byron is going to cruise his way to victory, or not victory lane. He's lost the race. Wow, okay, so we're on 11:59, which means the race is going to conclude with a one-lap sprint. Holy moly, so yeah, we're past that halfway point of the season. This is going to be, yeah, so as a result of all the circumstances, this is going to be ultimately a one-lap sprint. So if Kyle Busch is going to get a second win of the season, he's going to have to hold off all these guys for one lap. This is going to be nuts. Well, luckily William Byron has actually now managed to take care of himself. Now he's getting on the pit road, so thankfully we'll be out of the way of the rest of the pack, as they are going to now duke it out for one more lap. This has now ultimately become a sprint. So here they come off of the turn. Pace car is off. And... green and white flag. We're underway for the last lap, sponsored by Credit One Bank at 8 Bull Super Speedway. Kyle Busch has the lead, and I don't think anybody can really catch him. Alex Bowman would be the next guy, but he's being held up quite massively by Chase Elliott. As a result, these guys are going to be off to a very slow start and can't really go anywhere, which allowed Kyle Busch to just pull away from these guys. Kyle Busch might just have a massive lead over these guys. And it looks like he will. Oh, Alex Bowman finally going to get around Chase Elliott for the spot. These guys are going to mess about for quite a bit. But no one is going to be able to run down Kyle Busch, as he is just too far in front. And due to a multitude of circumstances that have occurred in the race, of the final turn, Kyle Busch will win the Hershey's, I think it's called 500 at 8 Bull Super Speedway, and get his second win of the season, and become the fourth repeat win of the season. And coincidentally, Kyle Busch now has 2 wins in the same paint scheme, and they're the only 2 wins he actually has this season. Of course, Kyle Busch has a multitude of paint schemes to drive the season. However, this is now the only remaining. This is still, as of now, the only remaining paint scheme that Kyle Busch has won races in this season. Yeah, maybe Kyle Busch might want to consider bringing out this paint scheme a bit more often now. Yeah. Well, there is Kyle Busch. Second win in the NASCAR Seals Cup Series. 3rd win of the season in total. After an interesting race here at the 8 Bull Super Speedway. A multitude of circumstances has led up to the way that this race finished. And it's not every day that we have a one-lap sprint to the finish, but today we just witnessed our first of the season. What an interesting turn of events. Well, at least for an moment to come back, as you would think. Well, that's going to wrap it up for racing here in April. We'll be back here for next season. Because this track is fun. I'm sure Kyle Busch will agree. So as the field pulls into their pit boxes, some people had good days, some people had average days, and some people had some not so good days. Reed Sorensen having a better than normal, interestingly enough. Well, with that being said, time to give you the finishing positions. So Cowboy's gonna win this race, and he's gonna get second win of the season with Alex Bowman coming up second, Brady Serp third, Ryan Newman fourth, Rebecca fifth, Tim Tom sixth, Eric Jones seventh, Douglas eighth, Kurt Busch ninth, Joe Logano 10th, Nia 11th, Brian Blaine 12th, Eric Gamboa 13th, Doug 14th, Daniel Hemrick 15th, Austin Dillon 16th, Paul Menard 17th, Florence Bobbin 18th, Danny Suarez 19th, Chase Elliott 20th, Durper 21st, Lenny Cowles 22nd, Reed Sorensen 23rd, Dahlin 24th, Brad Keselowski 25th, Denny Hamlin 26th, Kevin Harvick 27th, Oliver 28th, Jimmy Johnson 29th, William Byron 30th, Clint Boyer 31st, Brian Coach 32nd, Daniel Six 33rd, Mitch Lane's brother 34th, Bo Walsh 35th, Ken Drive 36th, Mommy 37th, Martin Truex Jr. 38th, Mitch Lane 39th, Carlson 40th, Rich Buxton 41st, and Gridgen ultimately finishing 42nd. Guess Truex got involved in a crash. Yeah. Well, there you go. That was the April Super Speedway. Not an insane amount of stuff to say, but this is really gonna shake up the point standing. Like it's like after that, I'm gonna be interested to see what the points look like after this race. Of course, I get to do the points from the last race too because I didn't do that before this race because of reasons. But with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video.